Okay, welcome back. So now we will do our next topic, that is why do we have two eyes for the vision and not just one. Okay, so there are various advantages for having our two eyes. So our first advantage is that having the two eyes, it gives a wider field of the view. For example, human eye has a horizontal field of view of about 150 degree with one eye open, but with the two eye open, the field of view become 180 degree. Okay, so having a two eye gives a wider field of the view. This means that the two eyes open, we can see much larger area as compared to the one eye. Okay, so the human beings have the two eyes at the front of their head, so their field of view is limited to about 180 degree. Some animals, they have their two eyes located on the opposite side of their head, for example cows and buffaloes. So those animals who have two eyes on the opposite sides, so they can see much larger area around them than the human being also. So the animals of the prey like the rabbit, deer, chicken, fish, cow, buffalo, so all they have two eyes in the opposite sides, so that they can see their enemies or the predator from both the sides. Okay, so all the domestic animals, they also have two eyes in the opposite side of the head. Next we have other advantage, that is two eyes enable us to judge the distance more accurately. Okay, so our two eyes are a few centimeter apart from each other. Due to these, two eyes see the same object from the two different angles and send two different images of the same object to the brain. So the brain combined these two different images in the three-dimensional picture of the object, which enable us to judge the distance of the object more accurately. Okay, so let us take an example. So let us take our two sharp pencils, one in each hand. Now stretch the arm forward and trying to touching the tips of the pencil first with one eye open and then with the both eyes open. Then we will find that it is difficult to touch the tip of the two pencils with one eye as compared to the two eyes. So with the two eyes, it is easier to touch them. This is because with both the eyes, we can judge the distance of the pencil tips more accurately. Okay, so the human eye is also said to have a stereoscopic visions, which gives the perception of the depth. Okay, so all the predators like the tiger, lions, they have eyes at front of the head so that they can judge the distance of their prey accurately and catch them easily. Okay, that's why all the animals or the human beings, they have a two set of eye as compared to the one. Clear? So now we will discuss our next topic, that is a very important topic, that is about the defects of the vision and their correction. Okay, so the human eye mostly have a, sometimes you have to see some person can't see the distance object easily and some person can't see the nearby object very clearly. Okay, so that person which can't see distance or the nearby objects, or sometime person can see both, neither can both the distance object nor can see the nearby object. So that type of the irregularities that is present in the human beings, that are to be called as the defect of the human eye. Okay, so mostly we have three types of the defect. First we have myopia. Myopia is also known as the nearsightedness, hypermetropia, foresightedness, and the presbyopia. So first discuss the myopia. Okay, so in this myopia or the short-sightedness or the nearsightedness, a person can see the distance object distance object not very clearly, but can see the nearby object very clearly. Okay, for example, a child having a defect that is called myopia are sitting on the back benches in the class, then he can't read the writing on the blackboard clearly, though they can read his book very comfortably. इट मीन्स जो नज़दीक की चीज़ों को कंफर्टेबली देख सकते हैं, दूर की चीज़ों को नहीं देख सकते, उसके अंदर जो डिफेक्ट है उसको हम मायोपिया बोलते हैं. ओके, सो द 4 पॉइंट ऑफ एन आई दैट इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम मायोपिया, इट इज़ लेस देन द इन्फिनिटी. Okay, so in this myopia case, we have two causes. First, due to the high converging power of the eye lens, that is also because of the short focal length and the लार्ज आई बॉल साइज. मीन्स जब भी मायोपिया का डिफेक्ट होगा तो दो उसके कॉज होंगे. एक तो होगा फोकल लेंथ डिक्रीज़ हो जाएगी और आई बॉल का जो साइज़ है वो इंक्रीज़ हो जाएगा. ओके. So next, in some cases in an eye suffering from myopia, the ciliary muscles attached to the lens, they do not relax sufficiently to make the eye lens thinner to reduce its converging power. So due to the greater converging power in the myopic eyes, the image of the object is formed in front of the retina and hence eye can't see it clearly. इट मीन्स इन केस ऑफ मायोपिया जो हमारी इमेज है वो रेटिना के ऊपर बनने की बजाय रेटिना से थोड़ी पहले बन जाती है. ओके. सो लुक एट दिस डायग्राम. सो इन द ए पार्ट 4 point of the myopic eye, that is image formed normally at the retina, that is at the red point. Okay. In the B diagram, myopic eyes, so here you will see the image formed not at the retina point, it will formed in front of the retina. मीन्स रेटिना से पहले कुछ एक पॉइंट आता है, उस पॉइंट के ऊपर वो जो इमेज फॉर्मेशन हो जाती है. ठीक है. सो हाउ वी कैन prevent this defect? So this defect can be prevented by using the concave lenses. Okay. So in the C diagram we have put a concave lens in front of this normal हमारा जो convex lens है आइस का, उसके आगे हमने concave lens रख दिया. तो वो concave lens क्या करेगा, जो हमारी इमेज है उसको प्रॉपर मतलब ये देखो जैसे डायग्राम के अंदर दिखाया हुआ है कि जो डॉटेड फॉर्म वाली जो आ रही है वहाँ पे जो हमारी रेस है वो एक पॉइंट पे जाके मीट करेंगे और उसी पॉइंट पे जाके ऑपोजिट साइड में क्या होगा, हमारी इमेज फॉर्मेशन होगी. ठीक है. सो द कनकेव लेंस यूज्ड फॉर दिस मायोपिया दैट शुड बी ऑफ सच फोकल लेंथ दैट इट प्रोड्यूस अ वर्चुअल इमेज ऑफ द डिस्टेंस ऑब्जेक्ट एट द फार पॉइंट ऑफ द मायोपिक आई. Okay. So the whole purpose of using this concave lens is to reduce the converging power of the lens. So the concave lens used here decrease the converging power of the lens and help in forming the image of the distance object on the retina of the myopic eyes. Okay, clear? So this is all about the myopia and how we can correct this myopia defect. ठीक है. कैसे करेक्ट कर सकते हैं, बाय यूजिंग द कनकेव लेंस, क्योंकि कनकेव लेंस क्या करेगा, हमारी जो नॉर्मल इमेज है उसी को रेटिना के ऊपर जाके फॉर्म करेगा. ठीक है. सो नेक्स्ट वी हैव अवर सेकेंड डिफेक्ट, दैट इज़ अ हाइपरमेट्रोपिया. सो इन द हाइपरमेट्रोपिया इट इज़ ऑल्सो नॉन एज अ फॉर साइटनेस और द लॉन्ग साइटनेस. सो in this defect the vision due to which the person can't see the nearby object clearly but can see the far away object very comfortably. मतलब ये उससे ऑपोजिट है. यहाँ पे जो पर्सन होगा वो नियर बाई ऑब्जेक्ट को सी नहीं कर सकता लेकिन जो डिस्टेंस ऑब्जेक्ट है उसको ईजिली और कंफर्टेबली देख सकता है. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अ पर्सन हैविंग ए डिफेक्ट दिस हाइपरमेट्रोपिया, ही कांट रीड द बुक क्लियरली बट कंफर्टेबली कैन सी द ब्लैक बोर्ड also. Okay. So the near point of here this hypermetropic eye is more than the 25 centimeter. Okay. So it is just the opposite of the myopia case. So the cause of this defect is that due to the large focal length and the short eyeball size. ठीक है. उसके अंदर क्या थे हमारे मायोपिया के अंदर फोकल लेंथ रिड्यूस हो रही थी और आई बॉल का साइज़ इंक्रीज़ हो रहा था. तो इसमें ऑपोजिट हो जाएगा, जहाँ पे फोकल लेंथ इंक्रीज़ हो जाएगी और आई बॉल का साइज़ है वो शॉर्ट हो जाएगा. ठीक है. सो इस केस में क्या होगा, देखो द सिलेरी मसल्स अटैच टू द आई लेंस दैट बिकम वीक एंड कांट मेक द आई लेंस थिकर टू इंक्रीज द कन्वर्जिंग पावर. सो ड्यू टू द लोअर कन्वर्जिंग पावर सो द इमेज ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज़ फॉर्म्ड बिहाइंड द रेटिना. वहाँ पे बनती थी इन फ्रंट ऑफ रेटिना मायोपिया के केस में, हाइपरमेट्रोपिया के केस में इमेज बनेगी बिहाइंड द रेटिना एंड द आई कांट सी इट क्लियरली. Okay. So in other cases, in any eye suffer from this hypermetropia, eyeball is too short due to which the retina is at the smaller distance from the eye lens. That's why image formed behind the retina. Okay. So how we can correct this defect? For this see this diagram. first है A point. Here the near point of the hypermetropic eye is to be seen. In the B diagram you have to see the image formed. It is behind the retina. Behind the retina means that red dot जो आपको दिख रही है उस पॉइंट के ऊपर जाके जो इमेज फॉर्मेशन होगी हमारी, ठीक है. लेकिन होनी कहाँ पे चाहिए थी? बिल्कुल रेटिना के ऊपर. सो रेटिना के ऊपर इमेज फॉर्म्ड बने, इसीलिए हमने क्या किया, वहाँ पे थर्ड डायग्राम के आगे वहाँ पे कन्वेक्स लेंस को यूज़ किया, ठीक है. सो ये कन्वेक्स लेंस क्या करेगा, देखो जो प्रॉपर हमारी जो इमेज है रेटिना के ऊपर जाके फोकस होगी और वहीं पे इमेज फॉर्मेशन होगी, ठीक है. सो देखो इन दिस केस द डाइवर्जिंग रेज ऑफ द लाइट कमिंग फ्रॉम द नियर बाई ऑब्जेक्ट, रेज आ रही हैं, ओके. नेक्स्ट they are converged to form an image eye behind the retina due to which the eye can't see the object clearly, ठीक है. जैसे बी डायग्राम के अंदर है, जो इमेज पीछे बन रही है इसलिए हमें दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, ठीक है. सो द नियर पॉइंट ऑफ आई हैविंग दिस हाइपरमेट्रोपिक और लॉन्ग साइटनेस दैट इज मोर than the 25 centimeter away. So the diverging rays of the light coming from this hypermetropic person near point can just be focused by his eye on the retina. This means that if object placed at the normal near point, it can be made to appear as if it were placed at this eyes near the point second. Okay, then the eye will be able to see it clearly. Okay, so how we can correct it? By using the convex lens. So when we put a convex lens in front of this normal eye lens, then diverging rays of the light coming from the object are first converged by the convex lens. Due to this convex lens, they will form a virtual image of the nearby object at the point second point. Okay, and the rays of the light now appear to coming from this eye. They can be easily focused by the eye lens to form the image on the retina. Okay, so one point here to be noted that convex lens used for this defect, that should be of such focal length that it form a virtual image of the object. Okay, it means it should be placed at the normal near point of the 25 centimeter. So that is the nearest point of the hypermetropic eye. Okay, so the one point also noted here that the whole purpose of using the convex lens is to increase the converging power of the eye lens. Okay, so the convex lens used in the spectacle increase the converging power of the lens and help in forming the image of the nearby object on the retina of the eye. Okay, clear? So next we have third type of the defect, that is the presbyopia. So that defect in which person can't see the nearby object and the distance object like in the old person. So that defect is to be called as a presbyopia. जिस केस के अंदर मतलब वो दोनों nearby और distance object दोनों ही नहीं देख सकता, उस defect को हम क्या बोलते हैं? presbyopia. Okay, so the near point of the old person having a presbyopia that recedes and become much more than the 25 centimeter. So the presbyopia is a hypermetropia caused by the loss of the power of accommodation, and this defect is corrected by using the both types of the lenses, means both types like convex lens and the concave lens. Okay, like in some cases you have to see some spectacles that have the two types of the lenses. Okay, so both types of the lenses, convex and concave lens, so they are used to see the distance object and to see the nearby object. Okay, so now these are days it is possible to correct the refractive defect of the eyes by using the contact lens also, or by undergoing the surgical procedures also. Okay, so there is a no need to wear the this bifocal lens. Okay, so last we have one more defect, that is called cataract defect. So that condition in which lens of eye of person become cloudy resulting in the blurred vision, that is to be called as a cataract. मतलब जिसमें person को थोड़ा blur दिखने लगे उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Cataract effect बोलते हैं. Okay, so cataract develop when the eye lens of the person become cloudy due to the formation of the membrane over it, and it decrease the vision of the eyes gradually. So it can even lead to the total loss of the vision of the eye also, and the vision of the person can be restored after getting the surgery done on the eyes having a cataract, and the opaque lens is removed from the eye of the person by surgical methods, and new artificial lens is to be inserted in it. So this is all about the presbyopia and how we can correct this defect. Okay, so now our topic has been completed. So next topic we will do in our next video.